Welcome to this video on feedback skills. Feedback helps us improve and grow. It boosts our performance, confidence, and abilities. But feedback can also be hard and stressful. We need feedback skills to communicate well, constructively, and respectfully. 1. Body. In this video, we will cover 4 key aspects of feedback skills. 1. How to give feedback effectively. Giving feedback is a skill. 1. It needs preparation, clarity, and empathy. 1. Here are some tips. 2. Check your motives. Why are you giving feedback? The purpose is to help the person improve. 2. Not to criticize or judge them. 3. Be timely. When are you giving feedback? The sooner, the better. 3. Feedback should be given as soon as possible. 4. Make it regular. How often are you giving feedback? Feedback should not be a one-time event. 4. It should be a continuous process. 5. Be specific. What are you giving feedback on? Feedback should be based on facts and behaviors. 5. Not on opinions or assumptions. 5. Use examples and data to support your points. 6. Be balanced. What kind of feedback are you giving? Feedback should include both positive and constructive aspects. 6. Positive feedback reinforces what the person is doing well. 6. Constructive feedback highlights what the person can do better. 7. Be respectful. How are you giving feedback? Feedback should be delivered with a positive and supportive tone. 7. Avoid harsh or offensive language, personal attacks, or blame. 7. Focus on the behavior, not the person. 7. Appreciate their efforts and strengths. 8. Be collaborative. How are you engaging the person in feedback? Feedback should be a two-way conversation. 8. Not a one-way lecture. 8. Invite the person to share their perspective and listen actively. 8. Ask questions to encourage reflection and understanding. 8. Seek agreement on the next steps and follow up. 9. How to receive feedback gracefully. Receiving feedback can be difficult and emotional. 9. But it can also be an opportunity to learn and grow. 9. Here are some tips. 10. Be open-minded. Feedback is not a personal attack. 10. It is a constructive input. 10. Don't take it personally or defensively. 11. Try to see it from the giver as point of view and appreciate their intention. 11. Be attentive. Feedback is valuable information. 11. It can help you improve your performance. 11. Pay attention to what the giver is saying and don't interrupt or argue. 11. Take notes if necessary and ask for clarification if something is unclear. 12. Be curious. Feedback is a chance to gain new insights and perspectives. 12. Don't dismiss or ignore it. 12. Ask questions to understand the feedback better and explore the reasons and implications. 13. Be respectful. Feedback is a gift that requires courage and honesty. 13. Don't react with anger or resentment. 13. Thank the giver for their time and effort and express your appreciation. 14. Be proactive. Feedback is a catalyst for change that requires action and follow-up. 14. Don't just accept or reject it. 14. Reflect on it and decide what you can do differently or better based on the feedback. 14. Set goals and action plans and monitor your progress. 15. How to handle negative or constructive feedback. Negative or constructive feedback can be hard to hear and accept. 15. But it can also be very beneficial if handled well. 15. Here are some tips. 16. Don't take it personally. Negative or constructive feedback is not about you as a person. 16. It is about your behavior or performance in a specific situation. 16. Don't let it affect your self-esteem or confidence. 16. Focus on the facts and the feedback, not on your feelings or emotions. 17. Don't get defensive. Negative or constructive feedback is not a criticism or a judgment. 17. It is a suggestion or a recommendation. 17. Don't try to justify or explain your actions or blame others or external factors. 17. Take responsibility and accountability for your actions and their consequences. 18. Don't get discouraged. Negative or constructive feedback is not a failure or a setback. 18. It is a learning opportunity and a challenge. 18. Don't let it demotivate or discourage you. 18. Use it as a motivation and a stimulus to improve and grow. 19. Don't ignore it. Negative or constructive feedback is not something to be avoided or dismissed. 19. It is something to be embraced and acted upon. 19. Don't ignore or reject it. 19. Acknowledge and appreciate it and use it as a guide and a resource to make positive changes. 20. How to use feedback for continuous improvement. Feedback is not a one-time event. 20. It is a continuous cycle of communication and action. 20. Here are some tips on how to use feedback for continuous improvement. 21. Seek feedback. Feedback is not something to be waited for or received passively. 21. It is something to be sought actively and regularly. 21. Don't be afraid or shy to ask for feedback from different sources and perspectives. 21. Be clear about what kind of feedback you want and why you want it. 22. Give feedback. Feedback is not something to be hoarded or withheld. 22. It is something to be shared generously and frequently. 22. Don't hesitate or delay to give feedback to others when appropriate and relevant. 22. Be honest and constructive in your feedback and follow the tips mentioned above. 23. Review feedback. Feedback is not something to be stored or forgotten. 23. It is something to be reviewed and analyzed. 23. Don't let feedback pile up or go unnoticed. 23. Review and evaluate the feedback you receive and give regularly and systematically. 23. Look for patterns, trends, gaps, and inconsistencies in the feedback. 24. Act on feedback. Feedback is not something to be acknowledged or appreciated. 24. It is something to be acted upon and implemented. 24. Don't let feedback go to waste or remain unused. 24. Act on the feedback you receive and give promptly and effectively. 24. Make changes, improvements, adjustments, and corrections based on the feedback. 25. Conclusion. In this video, we have learned about the importance and benefits of feedback skills. We have also learned some tips on how to give, receive, handle, and use feedback effectively. Feedback skills are essential for our development. By applying these tips, we can enhance our communication, performance, learning, and relationships.